Like, I think I texted you 3 separate times. What's happening right now? We actually look like we know how to play. And when we said we're having a good offensive game, it's just like maybe Espinoza or Cal had like a really good game. But this was very much like we're passing, we're moving, we're making like correct run angles, we're like moving the ball around through the middle and not just like praying. Like, that was what was so much fun to see. 2 things that kind of reminded me of. I think we did a good job of capitalizing or forcing mistakes and capitalizing off of them. I feel Jutson, the whole team is as a whole pressing, but Jutson especially this game really did well with that. And then one thing that is we need to look out for, and maybe it's due to the quality that LAFC have but didn't fully display today, is a simple mistake really bit us in the butt. And that was obviously what was killing us early in the season. But like a flat ball or just like someone not making a run, and then I just feel like it really caught us out because of the way we play. We're very explosive, so if you have all the momentum shifting one way and you give it up like very silly, it's very dangerous for us. I think that's something that we got lucky that wasn't capitalized more on both this game and especially the Portland game where there were a lot more shots. As far as the game, that was the best game I've seen us play in a long time. Like, especially those opening minutes, and that was probably the most fun I've had in games, especially because I hate LAFC, so that was probably something that added on to it. But that was just like, I was in a good mood the whole game.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just say this. I went to the game, and the stadium was buzzing.
It looked packed. It looked packed.
Really good environment. The LAFC corner, they had their chants going on the whole time. And every once in a while, the Quakes atmosphere, for once in our lives, they actually started saying something, actually like saying beat LA and stuff. It was really, It was really nice. Especially,
I heard some of that on the TV, actually.
Yeah, especially towards the end of the game. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, it was a really great environment for the players. I think it gave them that extra bit of maybe energy, perhaps.
I think we got a bit of swagger now. I think especially after this one, we got a bit of swagger, and but it doesn't look like cockiness. It kind of looks like, look, we're all kind of hitting our strides right now. JT's looking good, Espinoza's looking good, and we know. I will say what you just said. Yeah, he is starting to look more confident on set pieces, but I would say at least once or twice a game. It's usually when we go up, he starts to get really confident on set pieces, and you can just see before, like, he's coming out, and you just know he's gonna miss the ball. Or like,
the other thing that scares me too every once in a while is he always holds on to the ball a long time at his feet.
Yeah, he's gonna get his pocket picked one of these days. Yeah,
and then of course the way that the one that you just described, where Vela took the corner quickly. They got the corner because he was holding it in the corner. Remember that?
Yeah. He like started to run out and thought the ball was gonna go, and it just died immediately. And I'm like, oh god.
Beeson. I mean, I know Nathan had the more highlights, I guess you could say.
That's why I had to give him a higher rating.
I agree with that. I can see why he did that. But dude, Beeson's a rock.
I think one thing people
everything.
I think one thing people aren't realizing with Beeson as well is if you look at the games since the 3-back has started, like, look how many attacks are coming down the opponent's right side. Not many. It's incredible because he makes like left back runs sometimes, but also like Shea gets caught up high a lot of times, and he's covering just so much space for us. It is incredible.
I like him and Shea down the left. It works really well.
Yeah.
But dude, Beeson wins like every header too. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah.
He can jump.
Crazy. I mean, he's a big boy. We got some big boys in the back.
Okay, we'll move on.
No Youngworth.
Yeah, thank God, dude. Our 3 center backs are so much better now. Okay, we'll move on to Espinoza. 7.6 out of 10. Yeah, he deserves that.
Yeah, I mean, 2 assists.
Rating.
Yeah.
I think that is your highest rating, right?
Not ever, but for this one.
Well, for this episode.
Yeah.
Opening minutes led you to believe he would not be involved much offensively, as he would have big defensive responsibilities, but once he touched the ball, he absolutely lit up the pitch as he was making darting runs down the line and was the playmaker for the goals tonight. Yeah, he was absolutely lethal on the break.
This is the Espinoza we remember.
He's so quick, and he also has the ability in one-on-one situations, and I like it that he does take chances, because before, we were always complaining about just crossing it and stuff, but no, Espinoza, when he's going at someone down the line, you always feel like there's a chance he can pull something off, and that's kind of what happened for the second goal. He he was in that one-on-one situation. He had a little fake shot and pulled it back to trophy, so it was great to see. His second assist.
Yeah, and I think one thing with Asprilla, because that kid, Asprilla's pretty fast, like quick and fast. Asprilla really showed how fast Espinoza, Shea, and Cal are. Again, not as fast as me, but showed how fast those three are. Because when he was making runs, he looked slow when he
because he's a forward and he got subbed off at half. But
and Jacob and I were having a conversation about the subbing and whether we thought he should be subbed or not. And I thought he should be subbed around the 60th because he has I don't want to say a temper, but he likes to go in aggressive, and especially if he starts not playing well, then he starts fouling a bit more, so Almeida would have to watch that a little bit, and he does get stuck in on challenges, and you never know how the ref's going to call something or give away an early yellow, and we could not afford, if we went down, even if it was 2-1 or 2-0, we were up, if we go down to 10 men, was not going to look pretty. So I respect Almeida for making the change at halftime. Maybe would have liked to see him stay on for another 10-20 minutes, but I understand it. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't want to ruin the rhythm we're creating either. I think that's a big thing. But I also don't want it to reference it to the Warriors, that 73-9 season or whatever it was. I don't want to put too much gas in games we don't have to, and then be gassed towards the end of playoffs. However, we're in a much different scenario, and I kind of agree. Now, the more I think about it and talk about it, I think we need to just go for a dominant win.
Yeah, there's no need to act like we're able to rest players.
Yeah.
When we haven't won a game in 3 months, and then we finally get a couple wins, we're like, oh, let's rest players.
Yeah. I think though, if it like at the 60th minute, if it's like 3-0, bring on the young kids.
Yeah, I agree with that game management. But
Yeah.
to go into the game thinking we should rest players.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. There needs to be good game management this game. Yeah, and. Yeah, we have to get these wins. The next point, maybe Flo puts the dagger in our hearts one last time.
Dude, if he plays and he somehow punishes us, I will lose my mind.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
I guarantee you that every tweet is going to be like, Florian Youngworth still finding a way to take 3 points away from us.
I would be surprised if he played, but who knows?
We'll see.